Hello, freaks, geeks, and everything in between, and welcome to another session of San Francisco by Night. I am your lovely host, D'Artagnan, otherwise known as Creed, and today here with Russ, the always tired werewolf. Russ here is a local detective in the police department of San Fran. What's left of it, at least. It's been gutted, bought out, rearranged over the years. It's now more of a enforcement for Modoc's whims. However, once in a while, on those rare, lucky occasions, Russ does actually get to do some police work, law enforcement, and just a smidge of justice. And this is one of those rare occasions. You see, you see, Russ here has been tasked with investigating this insidious, awful, but altogether amazing drug known as green light, also known on the streets as go. Its official name, well, we'll get to that later. But Russ, you've got a pile of cases related to it, as well
Mhm.
as some other leads you might want to pursue. So tell me, how are you going about this?
Okay. Um. Well, the last thing that Russ did was that he looked up a bunch of like where they do the tattoo places for like those neon tattoos, and he was gonna check up on that. But he was kind of thinking he'd go and investigate a murder site or one of the sites where the people died.
Okay, so I can give you a couple of cases that were um where they identified go the green light as being an active component in the murder.
Mm-hmm.
First one is Roy Young, um, who is was a sorry Roy Young, a, a who was a teenage boy. Um, sorry, not boy, but a teenager who played as a linebacker for one of the local high schools.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he brutally attacked his teammates, severely injuring several of them, and put one into a coma after a football game in which the team lost. He suddenly broke and attacked his fellow teammates in the locker room.
Yeah.
He's currently listed to be in one of the local hospitals, San Fran Medical Center. Um, the next is a listing of a low income wage slave
Mm-hmm.
who was working for a subsidiary of Modoc. Um, sh- she supposedly was forced to use the drug as a supplement to help her stay awake during a um, 48-hour shift. It was given to her by her boss, who she then um, brutally murdered with a ballpoint pen. She is currently in jail. Um, there's not going to be a trial. She pled guilty during
Mm-hmm.
the hearing, and she's obviously feels very guilty of it.
Yeah.
Um, fourth case you have is of a couple that both beat themselves to death. They beat each other to death. The husband was they rushed to the hospital and died from his injuries. The wife was found dead on the scene.
Okay.
Fifth case is of an old man who attacked his local banker and everybody in the bank. He just completely snapped. He came in there to try to draw out a loan. His house he lives in one of the more sucky parts of town, and at first they thought this was just a normal robbery, but then looking into it, it looks like he was on the drug when he tried to make the robbery, and ended up killing the security guards as well as two of the local or two of the other clientele. And finally, there was a middle-aged man who suffocated both his kids and brutally stabbed his wife to death. He is currently also in prison, waiting for trial.
Mm-hmm.
So you have three different people, three different drug users you can go talk to. You have, as well as the teenage boy who's listed as unresponsive.
Yeah.
So that's 5 different cases. Do you want to look into any of those cases? Do you want to go do your thing with the tattoo artist?
Well, we can't go to one that is deceased because that's silly.
You can still go to the crime scene, talk to the witnesses,
Yeah.
anything like that.
But we could do that. But we got people transitioning to like trials, and they're gonna be quote unquote busy.
You're the one of the acting. You're listed as one of the acting detectives on this case.
Yeah.
So you're allowed to talk to any of these people.
Yeah. We can talk to the middle-aged man first and see why he did what he did.
All right. So, a little bit more about this middle-aged man. So, real quick, let me just go up. All right. So this guy is named Edward Fox.
How do you spell that last name?
Fox.
Okay.
F-O-X.
I got it now. I couldn't decide if it was Fox or Fox.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's currently being held in maximum security. However, they will bring you to him. He is listed as a former he's listed as a former accountant, right? Working for a small bank known as, or small business that is the equivalent to like a Target or Sears called Stuff Shack. He's on the corporate side. If you're looking at through his files and everything, he's never had a ticket. He's never had problems before this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all around, he's should be a pretty good guy. I mean, there's even notes that he used to volunteer on the weekends at homeless shelter. Like, he's a nice man. However, currently he is in maximum security. According to the list, he's attacked at least he attacked the 2 arresting officers.
Okay.
And hold up. Give me 1 second. And suddenly my phone doesn't want to charge itself. Give me 5 seconds.
That's all you're getting. Just kidding.
All right. So my phone just dropped to 4% and is refusing to charge.
All right.
Actually, hold up. Got it. Nope. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So we'll have to pick this up later. I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
I did say it would be short. All right, folks. Come next time and pick up with us once I figure out how to fix my headphones so I can actually play. Or at least charge my cell phone so it doesn't die out right away. Until then, this has been another night game of San Fran by night.